Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What a special episode.
We have some special guests. The Allens.
The Allens.
The Allens have joined us.
The Allens have joined us. Not brothers, right? Not related.
No, we're related. Thank you.
You are related?
Not.
No.
Okay. No, okay.
We like to tell everyone we're related. We're trying to get that going.
I mean, if you told people you guys are brothers.
Yeah, we're just two really tall white dudes.
So. Two tall white guys? I can believe that.
With shitty facial hair.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds about right.
That's believable.
At least me.
Who do we got, D?
We have Kyle Allen, quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. Josh Allen, quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. Josh was just telling us how Kyle was telling us how if you're from Buffalo, you always know someone. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you know someone from Buffalo.
If you want a Josh Allen autograph,
if you
know someone from Buffalo.
Do you have to make a Buffalo Bills reference to get your autograph, Josh?
No, but it helps.
It does. It does help. Okay.
But again, I'm in the business. Like I like signing for the kids.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and wanting an autograph from, a football player, baseball player, and I don't like signing for the adults because you just never know what their intentions. And
yeah.
But there's been some times I've been cornered by like some older ladies. And
how many
like,
people do you get cornered by at once?
What do you mean?
Like older ladies, like 5+ older ladies?
Yeah, probably.
Canes are coming out.
It's just a cougar patrol all at once.
It's a tough situation. Sometimes you got to sign it.
What's funny is old ladies to them is probably very different than old ladies to us.
Old ladies is like my age.
Yeah, 38. 38. A bunch of these crazy old
you
ladies.
guys are-
You're not wrong.
You guys are 23, is that right?
23, 96.
23.
Oh, yeah.
96.
Born in 96. That make
Didn't
you
even
feel
see
old?
the Dream Team. The original Dream Team.
Yeah, what is that?
That's 92.
That's so good. This is a good thing. We have some hard-hitting topics that we need to discuss.
Yes.
So we started chatting about them before we started recording, and we said, wait, this is what the podcast is for, so that we can address hard-hitting topics. The first one is, you guys are leaving here in 20 minutes to go watch shopping.
Potentially.
In Beverly Hills.
Watch looking.
You're going to...
I'm here to force him to buy the watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Kyle's
talked over with
going
my
just to make
financial
sure.
advisor. He says it's a go.
What's
but-
your budget?
Do I have to say it?
Give me a range. Give me a range.
My budget would be 0 to,
100,000.
to a lot. No.
25.
Like, I think max I would go is 50.
Okay.
That's like where I would stop it. But like,
Okay.
again, like my thinking for this
Is this your first luxury watch?
first luxury watch.
Okay.
And like, I'm not a watch guy. But you have to dress up in suits and stuff for away games and get on it. And I think it'd be pretty cool and to save it and have it and potentially pass it down to my future kids. I don't have any yet.
Okay.
I don't plan on any anytime soon. but
That you know of.
But Cole Beasley is on my team. He's a receiver. He's one of the best. He's got a Rolex and he's passing it on to his son. He's buying another one to eventually pass down to his second son. And I just thought that was a really cool idea. And if you got the means to do it, and the thing that we've been arguing about is appreciation and trying to make sure you get a watch that actually holds its value over time.
Yeah.
And that's why I was just kind of had some questions for you guys. I don't know if you guys know watches, but
My experience with watches has only been Rolex, and
How many Rolexes do you have?
I have 2.
Congrats,
and
first of all.
they both thank you.
So he needs another son. Is the
And they both have appreciated in value.
wow.
From when I got them.
Okay.
Which is really interesting. And one of them I got literally 15, 16 years ago. And it's like a coveted watch. The good thing about that watch, if you're looking to buy one, that watch to me is bad luck. Because when I wear it, kind of bad shit happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? Can we
No,
get a,
thank
can
you.
we get a
I don't
stop
know, I
there?
just
Stop
like-
there. I'm not going to buy it.
So if you're
Stop there.
interested in it, come on. Maybe it's
It's
trying to get him
a-
to buy one, not
it's a
not buy one.
If you want
GMT
bad-
Coca-Cola
Bad
bezel.
juju. Just go buy D's Rolex.
If you guys see a GMT Coca-Cola bezel on StockX, it's mine.
Bad luck Rolex.
It's bad luck Rolex. But I think this first watch, Rolex is the safest play because, like, if, God forbid, you need to sell it later in life, like, it does hold its value compared to, and if you get the right one, it'll definitely appreciate. I mean, I just think Rolex is the safest. If you're on your second or third, you're like, you got an AP, a Patek, like the more trendier watches of the moment.
Patek, please.
I could say
Don't.
Paddock.
Don't. This
How
isn't
do
a
you say
rap
it?
song.
Patek.
How do you say it?
I say Paddock.
Pathetically.
Pathetic.
Wow. What about the?
I don't know. That
sound
depends.
cool,
I've been,
though.
I
That
was
doesn't
just at the
sound
watch
cool.
Say
shop
the other one. Say the
with
other
John, and they said Paddock.
That's a guy who hangs out at Yellowstone. You know, that's where he learned that.
How do you say Richard Milley then?
Richard Mille.
Richard
Richard
Mille.
Mille.
I'm sorry, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't even
Is
own
it not?
luxury watches.
Lil
but
Uzi says new Paddock on my wrist, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lil Uzi is exactly the go-to.
Whatever,
grammar
whatever
is
Lil
very
Uzi says.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
go
with
by what Uzi says too.
That's how I live my life.
My vote is Rolex. Rolex either presidential or Daytona.
Presidential sounds very expensive.
Presidential is probably
Daytona sounds more your speed.
40.
Yeah.
Probably 40, probably at
Okay.
the higher end.
Do you
But
wanna-
I just think like that's such a classic like you made it watch, but in like a not I made it like here's my iced out Audemars.
Correct, and that-
Right?
yeah, it's not
So it's
from
like the
before.
classy I made it. You could pass that down to your son one day, he'd be incredibly pumped. And you're still like flossing. Like I think anyone who knows watches, it's a little understated, but like they're like, oh shit, that's a presidential. Like not some like, budget
Like you
Rolex.
can casually still walk into an Outback, order a bloomin' onion,
Yeah.
and no one's
With
gonna
the
rob you.
presidential
No.
Rollie.
Yeah.
Well, now you can get
Like,
the.
sir, we're gonna give you 3 bloomin' onions right now.
But now the
presidential.
smarter play, you get the bloomin' petals. It's like half a bloomin' onion. So
Only 2,500 calories. is
looking out for your health.
You know, unfortunately, Josh, your salary is Googleable.
So is yours.
Yeah.
So I think you're fine in whatever you choose.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They
Technically,
don't,
like anything's Googleable now. So you guys watch You?
I haven't
Yeah.
watched you.
yeah, great show.
Yeah,
It
great
looks
show.
scary though.
It gives a lot of people a lot of bad ideas, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
So we need to kind of go the other side.
Go,
We're
give it
talking
to
about
us.
luxury watches.
Ball out, Anand.
No, the other spectrum.
No, but what's your vote?
Oh. You know, I actually have never owned a luxury watch,
Okay.
but my friends
poor.
that do,
That's very, very poor of you.
I'm a man of the people.
You're right. When the revolution comes, I'm
like, look,
alive.
I got
Yeah.
nothing on my-
Just a freaking fit.
A lot of my friends like Panerais as their intro to luxury watches.
Okay. Good point.
I don't know how Panerai holds up in resale. Like a
I
Rolex.
think it does.
Question:
Yeah.
What the hell is a Panerai?
You need to watch when the song comes on and they're saying, "Put your rollies in the
Yeah.
sky." If you don't have a rap song,
But it's
watch.
presidential in
Yeah.
the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
It comes on at Outback.
I would go with a song that's a watch that's been in a rap song.
Okay,
That's my
That's a starting point.
yeah. Because otherwise, it's you don't
so
feel.
G-Shock.
What song is it? G-Shock.
I'm sure there's some G-Shocks.
Yeah, there's a lot. Remember G-Shocks were like the hot, like
Maybe
Pharrell
like
was
a
wearing them.
like Mike Stud.
They were hot.
He put on Mike Stud on the way up here.
I know you look like a Mike Stud fucking fan.
He's got some bangers. Huh?
I know my audience.
Yeah, he's prime Mike Stud audience.
No, that's weird. Like I've got like 4 of his songs downloaded on my, and I played the 4 for him on the drive up here, and he liked them. Don't let him fool you.
They're solid songs.
Okay, so Anand goes Panerai.
Yep.
Okay.
So just think about it.
I haven't heard of that.
Listen. Listen, you have 15
Little Uzi
minutes.
said Paddock, right? So you got to go with that.
15 minutes you're heading over to Rodeo Drive area. Just, keep in mind what we talked about.
You got
And
it. Yes, sir.
you guys, the other thing I wanted to ask you about, you guys went to the Waste Management Golf Tournament, which what I hear is just Barstool for golf.
Yeah.
Like it's just debaucherous.
It's the Phoenix Open. And it
It's waste management.
It's the
but-
Wasted Management Open.
Wasted Management.
got it, but it's in Phoenix.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't understand. What is
Scottsdale.
it? What,
It's a golf tournament.
But
It's
Waste
the
Management,
so Waste Management
company.
sponsors it. It's basically, typically golf tournaments are stuffy, can't make any noises.
Yeah.
You just show up, shut up,
Yeah.
and let them play golf.
Yeah.
This is the one tournament that they just allow you to just the fuckery.
the
Yeah.
fuckery.
You see that?
No, yeah, I saw what you did.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Oh my
video.
god.
So there was a lot of fuckery.
A lot.
Plenty of fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there's actually like is Tiger Woods and people like that there?
No, Tiger Woods didn't. He
He hasn't played there the last few
for whatever
years.
reason.
But that
everybody's
caliber
there.
of
But
golfer.
Ricky Fowler.
Okay.
I played with Jason Kokrak and Byung Hun An. We call him Ben.
Okay.
They're both the homies now.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean,
are you
Jordan Spieth,
a good golfer?
Solid.
define good?
I mean,
Well,
if another tall white
can
guy
play.
walked in here and he asked you about golf, you feel like you could beat another tall white guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if Pete was like, "Oh, I used to golf all the time back at
We
home."
would not
I'll beat
believe
the
that.
shit up.
I like that. So how'd it go? All in all, it was a good
Did you
experience.
win?
We were tied for 5th, I believe, 13
Okay.
under.
Okay.
So what it is, you play with 3 sponsors, or like 3 guys that buy in. So we played with some big wigs, and then the celebrity. I guess I'm the celebrity, and then we played with, like I said, Jason and Ben. So it was a good time.
And Kyle was.
I was a little bitch caddy.
You're the caddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Why were you the caddy?
I'm not good enough to play in it. This was my job. I
called him
I
as-
brought 2 Gatorades and poured half of them out and brought tequila in them. And then I just fed him them the whole day to make sure he was chill.
I think it was a little more than half the kilo, but
Yeah, he fell apart on
Strong.
the back nine.
How far can you
so-
drive the ball?
actually I drove it 344 yards on
Wow.
on 18.
I-
Larry
that's-
Fitz was the only one to outdrive me on that one.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
but
Okay.
all from the great advice from my caddy, of course.
Okay, of course. The
Wasn't
caddy.
tequila.
But I did call him. I was like, hey, I just got word, like, let's hang out. I'm going to Scottsdale. He's like, dude, let me caddy for you. I was like, okay, perfect. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hate it. It was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure it looked like it was a fun time.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, you know what those big wigs really respect? A young man with a Rolex Presidential on.
Yeah.
It's a great
So just
call.
Yeah.
keep it in mind for the
Yeah.
next golf tourney.
Next year, make sure you got that on.
Yeah.
Play with it.
Yeah, you got to play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
matter
like,
what shot you hit
like
then.
in Tiger Woods PGA Tour, like, the watch made you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You put the watch on the player, it made you better.
your attributes better, yeah.
Well, obviously.
That's how it works in life, too.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like Federer plays with a Rolex.
He
He
for
does.
sure
Play with it?
No, he's
Rolex?
Citizen.
Yeah.
Or whatever
He
you
knows.
No,
Deep in the watch game.
Nadal played with like a $500,000 watch.
Richard
Yeah.
Richard
Richard.
Millie.
Yeah.
So did
O'Neal.
Odell, and that didn't go well.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think
He got in
Nadal
trouble
won
for
the
that, right?
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get in trouble for that.
And it was fake.
But
His
then
was
you
fake
gotta
too.
watch.
It was fake?
you
Is
gotta
that
watch
a
the
fact
other
that it was fake?
Yes.
That's a fact.
Really?
The first one was real. The second one was like 1 of 5,
Yeah.
and it was fake.
It was fake.
And he wasn't
What
one
does
of
1
the
of 5 mean? Like
Like they
One
made
of 5
5 of them, and he
watches.
wasn't
Yeah,
one of
they
the
only
ones
made
that
5
got
in a
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But do you think he went in
Gotcha.
to the game thinking he was the 1 of 5?
Yes, 100%.
I don't think he knew there was 5.
Well, it was just like
Yeah.
you, D.
I think he went to the game like, hey, this
It was
matches
D
my
with the
outfit.
fake autograph on the wall earlier.
I like fake.
It's cheap. It's
Yeah.
cheaper.
I didn't know. I actually got bamboozled.
Do
at full
you know
price.
what someone that was pretty rich told me a long time ago? That he only bought fake watches because no one would question he would have a fake one.
Yeah.
Because like I'm
Damn.
rich, of
Yeah.
course I have a real watch.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
In that case,
I know.
Where's the nearest
Okay.
fake Rolex dealer?
You were
Hit
gonna
me
go.
up, Josh Allen QB on Instagram. Let me know.
Let me tell you, you're going west to go to Beverly Hills. You go east 10 miles. There's a place called Santee Alley in downtown. Whatever you want. You want to pick up a Supreme luggage, a presidential.
We're there.
Yeah, you can have all
We're
of it.
not going there.
You could look like $1 million for 150.
Yeah.
easy. And no one would question it because you can Google your salary.
Exactly.
You should just buy like 50 fake watches and just ruin every single day.
All out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
my
Okay.
God.
Is there anything else we want to chat about while we got these guys?
I think like Outback versus Chili's versus Applebee's. Like,
Yeah.
where do we all stand?
So here's an interesting comment. So we were asking, Kyle was asking Pete where in Wisconsin. He said Madison. I don't believe from a big city. I don't believe Pete's
what's
a
the
big.
town name?
Also, what's the population of the town?
What's your town? Yes.
5,000 Dodgeville.
5,000 people, Dodgeville. How many black people live there?
4.
So he hit the mic. He said 4.
So four black people live in Dodgeville, and we were talking about Chili's, and Kyle said the whole thing is Chili's.
Yeah, all of Dodgeville is Chili's.
just-
There's 17 Chili's in Dodgeville.
They live in a Chili's.
One for every 20 people there.
Oh my- is that how that conversation started?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
What was your best restaurant in Dodgeville?
did you even have a Chili's?
No, we didn't have a Chili.
I grew up the same way. So,
Where'd you grow up?
place called Fireball.
Fireball?
Fireball.
It's in California.
Yeah.
I just read about it.
Near Fresno.
What'd you read about Fireball?
I just went on his Wikipedia.
You can't trust
And we're
Wiki.
journalists. You know? I can't go in this
You
course.
can't trust Wiki. They got my middle name wrong, so can't trust them. Obviously.
Kyle, where'd you grow up?
Scottsdale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have everything. You got bottled
There's a
blonde.
lot of Chili's in Scottsdale.
Yeah,
You're
bottled
right.
blonde, Mastras. You're good.
What do you have in Fireball?
Fireball restaurant.
It's the one restaurant.
Yeah. No, there's like 4.
Is there a Del
There's
Taco?
4.
No.
No.
We just got a drive-through only Burger King.
Okay.
We got 2 stoplights.
Only drive-through. Like you can't.
You can't go in.
You don't got enough people to work it.
Is it?
So it's predominantly Hispanic population.
Okay.
He said there's probably 4 white people in Fireball.
Really?
Oh, wow.
You were one of the whites.
Yeah. Okay. One of the, yeah.
Thank you. See, it sounds real weird when you say it that way. Are you the only person to ever make it out of Fireball?
To a professional sports team, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine it's easy to make it out of a town with.
But there was a singer. I forgot her name, but she was.
Was she
Gloria
on
Estefan.
American Idol?
No. No, she wasn't.
Jennifer Lopez.
There you go.
No, she was.
You're on the right track.
I don't know. I'll ask my dad later. He knows.
Okay, that's
Richie
Fireball.
Valens.
That's it.
No way.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's so
Is that it, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good journalistic moment here. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure we got everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the season, any sports question you guys want to ask?
I want to ask a lot of sports questions.
I gotta
but
say
want
one
Jen
thing to
ask
Anand
them.
though, real quick. He kept saying that if we won those 4 games in a row, he'd come to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And he didn't, and we lost 51-13. So I blame that on you. I strictly blame that on you.
So the season's blamed on me.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
No, just that game. Just that
Just
game.
okay. We didn't want to. We knew it was San Francisco looked a little sketch, so we didn't want to put you on the spot there.
It was. Can confirm.
Does everybody hate the Patriots?
I think universally, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
Just
It's like,
I was like, they're not going to answer that.
it's like a respect thing, though.
Yeah, it's a respectful.
I don't know if I'm a movie guy. I relate a lot of things to movies. If you guys have seen Anchorman,
Of course.
when he's got Ron Burgundy on the ladder, Vince Vaughn does, and he goes, "I hate you, Ron Burgundy, but damn it, do I respect
There
you?"
you
Yeah.
go.
That's kind of how it is.
That's
you
a
know?
good way to put it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you like when you see like a young quarterback like Patrick Mahomes win? Do you get jealous?
No.
Okay.
You
How old is
jealous?
Patrick Mahomes?
No,
Same age as
he's awesome.
24
he was,
maybe.
He was a year before us. Yeah.
Okay.
We know Pat.
He's a good dude,
Pat's
man.
a great dude.
Yeah,
I don't really care. It's not like about age. Like if you're a douche, like yeah, we would hate you. But Patrick's a great dude.
So no one likes Aaron Rodgers.
No, we like Aaron.
We won't get into any of those.
We love him.
No, I've sat down and talked with Aaron quite a few times, and like,
I'm
he was
joking,
my
I'm
idol growing
joking.
up. He
Who do you hate on?
one of my idols.
Yeah, turn it on you.
Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
I love Tom Brady.
But Tom Brady's such a good dude.
I mean, he's a great athlete. I don't know if he's
You
a
don't
great
like him?
dude. No, I don't like him at all.
How come?
Do you
Just
hate
don't like
greatness?
him.
He's stone cold winner though.
But you love Russell Wilson.
Love Russell Wilson.
I hate Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson seems so much more like a douche than.
No,
Yeah.
Russell
Not
Wilson
douche.
is
Douche isn't the right word. Cornball.
Russell Wilson has accepted that he is corny, and he plays into this corny role.
You think he plays into it?
Yeah, he loves being
I'm Team
corny.
Future.
Team Future. I got a good story. All right.
Okay.
So my old quarterback coach in Carolina was in Minnesota, and they were playing. Who were they playing? They were playing the Seahawks. And it was right after all that stuff happened. And he goes up to the guy that's playing the music. He goes, "Play strictly Future" before the game. And they got blown out by the Seahawks.
Really? Where was the game played?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
good.
amazing.
Yeah, don't get him riled up.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
We did.
Okay, you do. Did you watch all the playoffs?
Most of it, yeah.
And so like when you get home on a Sunday night, would you guys watch Sunday Night Football if you're not playing in it?
Yes.
Oh, you
If
would.
we won, I would. If we
Okay.
lost, probably not. A little salty.
You just skip the halftime show where they show all the results and
Yeah, skip
that's if you lose.
skip the highlights when you're throwing that
Yeah.
interception. Yeah. Turn it off at halftime when they're showing what an idiot you looked like out there. Yeah. Like,
That would
God
suck.
damn it.
Imagine you're trying to go home and just like,
you
fuck it,
lost
I'll
us
watch
the
this game.
moron.
Yeah, sports analysts are rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine what you guys have to go through.
Yeah,
Does anyone like teach you how to deal with that stuff?
Yeah, you kind of go through some media training.
Really?
But
They teach you how to like deal with comments on Instagram.
deal with comments. Well, I mean that's kind of personal
You got
preference,
into
I
it
guess.
in my comments.
I just said I said something complimentary to Kyle, and some guy got into a fight
See,
with
you
me.
did the wrong thing though. You commented back. You were trying to hate back on him.
Yeah, I
that's deep.
have to.
Yeah.
I
You know,
can't keep quiet.
Here's a question I actually have, because if you look at any sports show now, It's just the hot take. So say the most extreme thing, that's what gets the views, that's what gets the clicks.
Correct.
And you just hear nonsense morning till night, regardless of sport, NFL, NBA. It's like, is LeBron James good? Like, how is that a segment?
Well, is he on in? Is he good?
Yeah, he's great, obviously. No, but my point is, you play
He's
one
only
bet.
averaging 28, 9, and 8. You know? Only.
It's just like insane the way sports media has like taken this turn, because it's the only way they get any viewership.
Yeah.
Like, what do they tell you guys? Just like completely ignore everything, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like you said, it's all about the hot take now, and so everyone's just trying to like, and there's a bunch of guys trying to work their way up in the media world, like past players and stuff, and the way you do that is getting a couple Skip Bayless hot takes and catching fire and getting a viral video, you know, and so it's all just kind of bullshit, you know? And so,
But it is personal preference on how you kind of, whether you want to retaliate on Twitter or do you just want to keep your mouth shut. And it's like, it just depends on the person, I guess.
it's just better.
I don't say nothing.
Yeah, it's better to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I would never be able to if I was a professional athlete.
No way.
Like, fuck you. You go out there and play. You
The
idiot.
NBA guys are always in Twitter fights.
Dude, it's different though. The NBA, the players run the NBA. You know?
Right.
The players don't really run the NFL.
The fact is, we live in a workplace where our production is based on basically game to game. And it sucks. You can have a great game and be the next best thing one week, and then you can have a poor game the next week and be like, oh, this guy sucks, let's move on.
Yeah, it's like I threw 4 picks against Atlanta, and everyone was like, bring Cam back, this guy sucks, we need to train him. And then I threw 3 touchdowns against the Saints, and we lost because we missed a game-winning field goal, and everyone was praising me, you know? It's like, it's week to week, and everyone just kind of forgets.
That's so crazy that it's like literally like one Saturday to another Saturday, your fate is determined.
Yeah. And most people just go based on stats, what they see.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
And you can almost look at any stat to come up with any narrative you want. Right?
You can paint
100%.
whatever picture you want to paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot to deal with. It seems like at 24, you guys are 24, you said,
23,
right?
yeah.
23.
23, to like have all of this like attention on you anyway, and then have so much of it be negative if you have a bad game. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to deal with
You know what the silver lining is?
What's that?
They're going to Rodeo Drive to buy fucking luxury.
No. We decided we're going east. We're not going west. We're going east. Yeah.
Like you said, nobody's going to question it.
Amazing.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys.
All right, we got it. Listen, thank you guys. Enjoy watch hunting.
Thank you.
Let's get a picture, like a video of the watch hunting.
Yeah, I'll take a little vlog behind the scenes.
Yeah, send it over for our
I'll do it.
story so the listeners can see what really went down.
There you go.
Show us what you ended up getting.
He can flex for me. I don't know.
Okay.
I won't post it.
Hell, get my followers up, dude. Give me a little repost action. Come on.
Because listen, everybody in Buffalo knows where I live, so I'm
Oh,
not letting
that's not
anybody
good.
know I got to
Would
watch.
you like to say your address real quick?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Do they leave
Jim
you
Kelly
alone?
Drive.
Do they leave you alone, or you can't go in public?
No, I mean, listen, the people of Buffalo are like, they're awesome. They love football. On Sundays, it's all about football. And honestly, it's a blue collar, hardworking town. Like people can't afford much, but they afford season tickets.
Right.
And it's just awesome to play in front of them. They are crazy. They are
And
the
it's
best.
cold.
I mean, it's cold, but they are out there. And they're always liquored up. They're feeling good. So their shirts off in the stands, like just yelling their tails off for us. And they are the best fans in the world. But they are crazy sometimes, for sure.
And you know what
But
I
in a good
love?
way.
The Bills are going to overtake the Patriots as the perennial division winner. And Tom Brady's gone.
You think he's gone?
Where's he going, though?
I just think you guys are going to be better than them.
Oh, there we go. Even better answer.
Like
All right, there you have
Amazing.
it. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Appreciate you having us.
All right, you guys ready for some news?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk all things Donald J. Trump. Let's kick it off with that.
Yeah.
First thing is, I don't travel internationally much, but the times that I have, one of the things that I'm the most grateful for is my global entry. And you really don't realize how good it is. I got it, I think, at Dee's advice when I got my TSA pre-check.
Yep.
I was like, whatever, cool, I'll get it. At least it'll make me look when I pull out my wallet like I travel a lot.
Yeah.
The couple times I have traveled internationally recently, I fly right through.
Yeah.
Looks like Trump is not a big fan. I'm kind of confused by this. He's shutting it down or suspending it for New York City residents. What's he doing?
He is not allowing New York residents to enroll in global entry because of the issue with a completely separate issue, which is that New York City is kind of allowing sanctuary cities for like, I guess, illegal immigration.
Okay.
And it's a way to punish New York City residents. 150,000 people a year apply for global entry in New York City, so it affects effectively that many people. If you travel internationally, having global entry is like, you have to. Coming through immigration and customs, global entry you fly through, and God forbid you're coming back on like, the Sunday of Labor Day weekend and it's like a zoo. It's amazing to fly through global entry. If you live in New York, you're fucked.
Yeah, so this is a retaliation of New York as a state saying they will not give DMV records to ICE.
Got it.
So it's a political move.
How crazy.
Which is actually counter to kind of U.S. security. So the dirty secret about global entry is you're more tracked than ever.
Yeah.
So they let you fly through because we already know everything about you.
Yeah.
We know every country you've been to. We have your fingerprints. We have everything about you. We have your criminal history. Because you go through the interview, they go through your criminal background, they do a full background check, and then they give you global entry. So,
like, for example, do you know who cannot get global entry? Good friend of ours.
You wouldn't be able to guess.
I don't want to put anyone on blast.
Okay, Brian Toll.
Why?
He's a criminal.
What did he have? A DUI or something?
He got, to my knowledge, he had an incident. So the first club they ever opened was Hwood.
Oh, I remember.
And
this.
they got a noise complaint.
Yep.
And I believe he got arrested.
Yep.
He was
Lock him
arrested.
up.
I was there.
He got arrested. I tweeted free Brian Toll because it hits on my memory.
We walked out and Brian Toll was in cuffs and everyone was chanting free Brian Toll. Free Brian.
Oh my God.
And
so because of that.
Because of that, I mean, he got released probably hours later.
Yeah, he didn't go to the precinct.
Yeah. But because of that, he thinks he's not getting global entry.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Lock
through the
him
line.
up.
Lock him up.
We don't trust you.
It's
criminal.
funny that Trump's playing politics with actually weakening our security, but no one cares.
Yeah, I don't think he cares either. I think he just knows. He just likes
But
to
global entry,
take
but like,
jabs.
it's not like, oh, I'm a known terrorist, I'm going to go sign up for global entry. Like,
Yeah.
It's just it's if you really boil it down, Trump has never been accepted in super elite circles in New York specifically. Like everyone kind of thought of him as a clown.
Especially Mini Mike, probably.
Yeah, Mini Mike.
Yeah.
And this is just a fuck you to coastal elites.
Yeah, it's
like
fine.
good
Yeah.
luck getting global entry.
That's what he does.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
good content. And especially fresh off an acquittal.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's a couple things. We'll start with that. Fresh off a frickin' acquittal, and this guy.
Fresh out of jail, California dreaming.
Oh my gosh, this guy posted a video on Twitter that was like the Trump 2020, 2024, 2028, 2032, 2036.
It went to like 7,000, I think.
No, it
then it said
went Trump forever.
And then it said
Yeah.
Trump forever. It said forever.
He's the new Tupac.
And he posted it. He
Yeah.
just took a victory lap.
He has the best social media team of anyone.
I
It
think
has
it's
to
him.
be him. He
I think it's
posted,
him.
No, but you-
congratulations to Kansas for the Super Bowl.
No, but this video someone had to create.
No.
He's just sitting there and
I
the
think,
music.
I think he finds someone.
He did. He did that.
Because then hours later, he did a whole Mitt Romney diss. Because Mitt Romney
Romney don't
was the
pay no
only
tax?
Republican that didn't.
That's what he should have
Man,
actually.
oh my God.
He should have
'Cause
literally
Kanye's his
used that
boy.
clip. Yeah.
Oh my God! If he would have done Mitt Romney, don't pay no tax. I think he literally has learned how to search for these memes of himself.
Yeah. Hashtag DJT.
Because don't you think almost anyone, would be like, yeah, I don't know about the forever. Let's have our team make it, and beyond.
So you think he's like, I want forever.
I think the people
Made
make
it.
them, fans make them, they're on the internet.
And he's
he
like,
knows how to
"That's the
find
one."
them. Yeah, and he's like, let me
Or do you
repost
think
it.
he just has an internal team continuously making him memes?
No.
And he's just like, yes, no,
Yes.
yes,
I don't
no,
think they would
yes,
have made
no.
forever. I don't think
don't
anyone
think
in
he
that
has a
office
team-
would have wrote forever.
I don't think he has a team like Gary Vee. I think it's
Yes,
him
he
just
does.
on his phone.
Hell no.
He
just
has to.
You don't
Yeah.
think
You know how much
that-
time? How does he have enough time?
I think there's
to be the
50
president of the
Pete's.
United States.
What is he doing? He's doing nothing.
Still,
You don't think
it's still
anyone
a
would
lot
have
of
been
work.
like, hey, Donald, sorry to interrupt, but Kansas City is actually in Missouri. That's the proof that nobody is spell checking anything he does.
Yeah.
I think like it could be like half and half.
Yeah, I think
There are
Pete-
teams mocking this shit
as
up.
much as I wanna-
They're making millions of pieces of content
No way.
for
No,
him to
he's not. It's not the Gary V. There's no like D-Rock
There's no
and all these.
Babin.
Or do you think he saw that meme? He saw that meme from someone who made it, and he's like, "I need to find the perfect time to use it."
Yeah.
and he's like, "Green light, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I-
amazing, and he had a monster week. I wanted to make him my winner of the week, but I have somebody else. But the Iowa caucus disaster, and then he gets acquitted.
How about that State of the Union happened and I didn't even know?
And here's the thing: the State of the Union, he won that too. So State of the Union was on Tuesday. He gave his normal speech. It wasn't bad. Like for Donald Trump, it was actually a good speech. The problem was the Democrats have now started playing his game. So Nancy Pelosi goes out to shake his hand. He refuses to shake it. She didn't announce him the way that normally Speaker of the House is announce him. And then at the end, when he's finishing up the speech, you see Nancy Pelosi ripping the speech. And then, all these other antics throughout, even several senators and Congress people walked out, said they were disgusted. We can't handle this.
Yep.
And then Trump awarded Rush Limbaugh the Medal of Freedom during the speech,
Which is insane.
Which was just, I mean, he has like stage 4 cancer. He's dying. He's a fucking lunatic. Like the stuff that he has said about America, Obama, people of this country is just obscene.
He was one of the key people that advanced Trump's agenda.
Oh, yeah, birther. He was a
6-7
big
years
birther
ago.
guy.
Yeah, he's a big birther guy. The guy's from Kenya. He's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the problem is the Democrats went and tried to play that game with the ripping, and then I tore it up. She had like a meme, but like
That's so weak.
it's just
tore it up.
yeah, it's just not your game,
Yeah.
and you don't play it all year. So all of a sudden in the championship game, you can't start playing it.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to play the game you've been playing. If you want to play the high road, play the high road the whole time. Don't all of a sudden change your strategy. And to me, as a Democrat, that shit look weak. Like now you're gonna play his game. You should have been playing it the whole time.
I agree. I feel so weird because I say things that make me feel like I'm becoming a Republican, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally it's like I can joke about like, yeah, Trump kicked your ass, but like I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Trump guy, I'm not a whatever, but like these guys seem like such clowns.
If you go back and look at some speeches Obama made in 2008 and 2012, you would be like, he's a moderate Republican compared to what we're seeing from the Democratic Party right now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
And to make things worse, obviously the caucus in Iowa was a disaster.
We still don't know the winner,
They're saying Bernie is now.
Gosh, what a joke.
and the Democratic National Committee asked for a recount.
Hand recount.
Yeah, we trust the hand. Like, what happened to
Whose
that?
hands?
What about these votes on the app?
Shadow.
Yeah. Shadow.
It's a shadow. In the shadows.
But I mean, I think when it's all said and done, it looks like Bernie is going to have slightly edge Buttigieg.
Joe Rogan effect, you know?
I agree.
These idiots are still mad at Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Idiots.
Idiots. Best thing that ever happened to you, and you're trying to push it away.
If I was a Democratic National Party leader and Joe Rogan said I'm voting Bernie Sanders, I would be like, let's spend all our money on Joe Rogan because he has the listeners that could swing an election.
Yeah, and then
He's literally the listeners that will decide who the next president is.
and didn't Joe Rogan say because of the backlash, he's like, I no longer want to talk politics?
Yeah. I don't think he said that.
I don't think so.
directly.
I've been listening. He just
he
said
was-
like, but he it did shake him a little.
Yeah.
Like he got a little like, ugh, like the way that people come at you. He's like, I don't want to get Bernie in trouble. I don't want to. And he had to address kind of like why he said things about transgenders and why he said the N-word and like in what context. Like
Right.
he's addressed it and like seems a little shook.
The problem is for something about politics drives people crazy. Like you talk anything about politics, it becomes a fight. It's not like anything else. We could talk, sports, you could talk about music, you could talk about business, money, politics for some reason. And the thing about it is like people are so stupid when it comes to politics because like they'll defend their party like it's their mom and dad who like raised them, and they don't give a fuck about you. Like politicians don't care either side. They don't care. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the way people defend their party, their politics, it's asinine. Completely asinine.
It's just stupid. It's like it's to me it's this exact same way as the people that like went in on Lil Boosie for wearing a college
Fraternity,
frat
yeah.
shirt. It's just like you want to be just defend your thing.
Yeah.
I will say, there's a lot of comparisons when Trump got elected in 2016. Like he's the Joker. He's just going to blow up the institution. I think he did it.
Yeah.
I think he did it.
He blew up the institution.
What did Joker do?
presidency.
Joker did nothing.
No, Joker's whole
Joker
point-
killed 2 people. That's
No, but
it.
old
No,
Joker
old
blew up the
Joker.
hospital.
Like he was trying
Which
to go after
Joker?
Gotham.
What's his name? Heath Ledger.
What did he do?
He was trying to
Blew shit up.
destroy society.
He literally blew
But this
things
Joker
up.
didn't do shit.
Okay, we're not talking about the Joker right now.
But he said the Joker.
I know, but
And I
we're
was like,
talking
what
about-
Joker? This Joker did nothing.
This Joker was a little whack. Okay?
Yeah.
He was a little frail.
He's modern
didn't
day
eat.
Joker.
The other Joker, this Joker was frail. That Joker blew shit up.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Well,
wanted to blow up society.
like, Joker didn't do shit.
Yeah, I get it, but old Joker
That's not
did.
the point. The point is
That is
Trump,
the point.
The,
He just jammed you. He just jammed you.
it's just such a stupid take. I was like, I don't even know how to respond.
But the
He's
Joker,
talking about.
Yeah.
he killed the parents. That's it.
Did you ever watch any other Batmans in your life?
Yes. Jack Nicholson, what did he do? He was smiling, dancing. He had Prince playing. So
you
we
didn't
go
watch-
party like it's 1990.
Who did that? Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. Because it was like probably in the 90s. when
Yeah,
that shit came
that's before my
He's
time.
the Joker. He blew up the institution of politics, the presidency, everything. He made everyone crazy. Democrats have no idea what they're doing. They're lost.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's just laughing.
Yeah, I think you're right in that.
Trump is literally walking from that hospital, blowing it up behind and laughing.
But here's
at
the problem.
everything.
You quote
Which
unquote
hospital?
blew it
Walter
up.
Reed?
No, God.
You quote unquote blew it up, but the stock market is like oddly,
On fire.
like strangely on fire.
No, I think he just blew up the institution of it, not the
Yeah.
actual economy or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do that.
I think he
longer term.
did what his followers wanted him to do, which was like, you know what, status quo in Washington D.C. is not working. We want to change, and he actually, because even
That's
when
exactly
Barack,
what Anand tried to say 5 minutes
no,
ago.
but here's my point. When Barack Obama came to office, he promised that he would change the way politics works, and he didn't. He just didn't.
No, because once he got to office, he realized the only way you make change is actually work within the system.
Yeah.
You can't blow it up. But
But he
Trump,
also didn't make any change.
according to Trump added 12,000 new factories, so he's a winner, right?
yeah.
Maybe it was 30,000.
Jeez America.
Maybe I can't count. Indians
Okay.
aren't good at math.
Yes, they are. Okay, we got to move on. Can we move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about, gosh, this is pretty crazy. The Chinese doctor who like initially warned everyone back in December about this strange SARS-like illness that ended up being the coronavirus has died at 35 years old,
I think 34 maybe.
whatever,
Yeah.
roughly, after contracting coronavirus while helping patients. So not only like, damn, but like also this is a mid-30s doctor. When he died, I was kind of under the impression that this was like elderly people and like sick people.
Yeah.
I didn't know that like a perfectly healthy mid-30s-year-old doctor is dying.
They're not. He got killed.
He got killed?
Yeah. So I'm never going back to China
Ever.
ever. There's no chance.
Now you're not.
Yeah, no chance.
After you just said he got killed.
This is the same guy who danced to the Chinese national anthem
1 month
60 days
ago.
ago, 30 days ago.
I changed my mind. Do I have to stick with? I was with them before. I was with Yao Ming and the crew before, but now I moved on.
So now you're never going back. Well, you can't go back. You just said.
You might not be able to fly over Chinese airspace.
Yeah, you're banned.
Where am I going? Mongolia? Why don't I need to fly over their fucking airspace?
They'll take you down, man.
Yeah.
You can't even
I
go
don't
to-
even,
you
I'm
can't
good.
even-
I don't need to go to anywhere near Southeast Asia.
You may not leave West Hollywood.
You can't go to
next 30
Chinatown
years.
anymore.
I just want to be able to go to. If I was constricted to like a handful of locations,
Yeah.
I want to be able to go anywhere in LA County,
Yes.
Orange County,
Yep.
Palm Springs,
Okay.
Cabo.
That's it.
That's it.
I think the
lock me down.
closest thing.
Really?
Lock me down.
You
I
don't
think
need
the
Paris?
closest thing.
No, lock me down.
Okay, you're locked down.
Okay.
The closest thing D will get to China is Mr. Chow's.
Yeah.
He might not be allowed in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna kick you out.
Nah, Miss Chad, Beverly Hills. He's cool. He's chilling. He's not trying to go back there.
Okay, so you think they killed this guy?
Because from everything I've read, people that have great immune systems are healthy are not fucking dying.
And it's because what? He was too outspoken? I know they shut him down for inciting a panic.
Yes, so they kept him quiet, and then think about it. This guy is probably one of the only people that understands the origin of this problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we're killing the people are getting killed every which way for other reasons.
And there's some fishy stories about how this thing started.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of conspiracies.
Lot.
I've heard
So this
two sides of the conspiracy.
The doctor raised alarm of the virus December 30th. He was accused of rumor mongering by the police, forced to sign a statement, acknowledged his misdemeanor, contracted the virus while treating patients, and then died from the virus.
So they gave him the virus. You think they gave him the virus too?
Sure, might as well give him the virus,
Cover it up.
then kill him.
Jeez.
That's my.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, I would like to visit China. And
Why?
Well, I just want to be careful with what I'm saying. I mean, one day I'd like to.
What do you want to see? The Great Wall?
Yeah.
You want to
great
see where
things.
P.F. Chang's started?
One day I might want to
You
go.
want to go to the P.F. Chang's headquarters?
Yeah, but it would not by any means surprise me.
To me, China. I know we talk about Russia. We talk about all these other. The power that China has as a government and as a country. To me, they're the most powerful country in the world at this moment. They are on this massive, incredible trajectory for the last 25 years. They can't let anyone derail them. And because it's not a true it's not a democracy, so they need to control the narrative. They need to control the message. This is what happens, in my opinion.
What do you mean what happens?
Guys got to go.
I'm not following
The
your
doctor.
I know, but so you're saying, you said it was the most powerful country in the world?
Yeah.
I strongly disagree.
I think at this current moment,
And we're seeing why they're not. The country shut down.
yeah, because
they don't know how to operate.
the conspiracy say Americans put the virus.
So if that conspiracy is true, then the Americans, U.S. is the.
They just got the power back. They just got it back.
Oh, that's the conspiracy you heard?
Yeah.
Oh. I heard it was a self-inflicted wound.
I
They're
heard.
so powerful that they said, "Hey, you guys need to chill out a little bit."
I think the Donald's homies took care of this.
Oh, you think? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Your conspiracy is Americans planted the coronavirus.
Yes.
This guy knew that, and so DJT offed him.
Yes.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's like deep.
Well, it's
Okay.
not that far fetched.
Hey, man, I thought you were saying that China had him killed. That didn't seem very far-fetched
Yeah.
to me. But you went a step further.
I think even if DJT was part of the situation,
Yeah.
China would have had him killed either way.
Okay.
Because it's embarrassing
You know,
to China.
the difference is if this podcast was in China and he said.
He'd be dead tomorrow.
Yes, he'd be dead
Yeah, he's
like
not
by the
waking
end
up.
of this pod
Yeah,
recording.
Literally, he'd walk into the hallway and have coronavirus.
Yes.
You get hit with a dart.
Dart.
And just, what's that? Oh, he just got coronavirus. He has 1 week to live. Okay. All right. Well, thank God for freedom, you know?
Yeah. I love America.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast. That's for damn sure.
We'd all be dead.
This is America.
I'm not welcome in
only.
China.
Okay.
I
All right.
never thought starting a podcast would limit my ability to travel to certain countries.
Yeah. Well, here we are. So, damn it. I may never see Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah, I guess.
I don't know. It's going to get roped in.
True.
Okay. Well,
I'll show you my pictures that I took.
You did do Dee's 30th birthday in Hong Kong.
thank you so much. Okay, let's take a breather here and make sure that we're safe and run some ads. And we're back, just like that. So I have some words of advice. Whatever podcast they just told you to go listen to, don't listen to them. Ours is better.
Funny enough, Kyle and Josh are making fun of that.
Yeah, they were. Okay, how about this? We talked about Barstool selling. We talked about The Ringer selling to Spotify. we talked about these deals. These deals are obviously really big for us because they're media, new age media platforms, which is kind of what we're building here, and also podcast. A lot of The Ringer being a podcast platform. I think the interesting thing that a lot of people are talking about now is why these, in 5 years ago, 10 years ago, media companies would have almost exclusively sold to TV companies.
Yeah.
Now, Barstool is selling to a gambling company.
Yeah.
The Ringer selling to Spotify. Things are obviously changing.
Yep.
What do we take from that? Is this like a real sign that TV's dead, or what does it all mean?
I think what it means is that if you build a loyal audience in a particular niche, there's a buyer for your business. Mm-hmm. And in Spotify's case, they are looking to actually build a podcast business. They bought Anchor, they bought Gimlet, they've done The Ringer now. And it's really interesting because we talked about it probably over a year ago, how Apple clearly doesn't give two shits about podcasts.
Two shits,
right?
Yeah.
And Spotify has found this little opportunity and be like, okay, Apple doesn't care. Cool. We're going to buy up everything that matters in podcasts. And that's actually scared a lot of people because they realize the power Spotify has. I personally think Spotify premium users is the best user base of in terms of audio. Mm-hmm. I think it's obviously a incredible music consumer, and now it's going to be this powerful podcast consumer. And I think that has everyone on edge because they've already built exclusive podcasts. Apple doesn't do that yet. Mm-hmm. I don't know any podcast that's exclusive to Apple.
Also, shouldn't we be getting paid from Spotify?
Should we?
I mean, people are paying. You don't pay for the Apple podcast app.
No.
You pay for Spotify.
But you can get a free version of Spotify.
Yeah, well, I want to know how many of our listeners are paying because I want shared revenue.
Okay. We want 3 cents.
You're charging a subscription selling our content.
Okay.
Wow, we're getting robbed.
Saying it's a little broken.
But we're serving ads still while they're paying.
We're serving ads for other podcasts on Spotify.
Yeah, we're literally just saying, hey, have you heard of The Ringer? I'm just saying that part of it, like I know that some of the bigger people haven't done it because of that. Because like if you have like, crazy downloads, it's like people aren't being charged to listen to the podcast app.
Yeah, I understand that. And I think, but here's the thing is Spotify is making the move, and they just reported their most recent earnings, and they reported 120 million paying subscribers, where Apple is sitting at 60 million.
That's insane.
That's insane. That means Spotify is kicking Apple's ass.
But that's in music, right?
No, I mean, it's not just music.
You get it all.
Well,
You get it all.
So here's the thing: with all their acquisitions to date with podcasts, Spotify, they've allowed them to keep all the other platforms. Yeah. So, I mean, we know it's 70% iTunes where people download podcasts. Mm-hmm. So Spotify's still like a small sliver of that. When does that flip?
Okay,
so they're paying all this money. So let's assume the rumors are right. Ringer 250 to 300 million, right?
Yeah.
That's a third of the entire podcasting ad
So
revenue.
Let's say you listen to Bill Simmons, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a Spotify app?
I actually pay for it, and I've never used it.
Okay, tomorrow Bill Simmons is announcing that it's only available on Spotify. You have to download it.
And that's how it happens.
Yeah, but I actually got a text from a diehard Bill Simmons listener saying, "Oh man, Spotify bought him. This is the last episode I'm ever listening to."
Okay, he's a fucking idiot and a liar. He's a liar.
That's a liar.
Lie.
And so you're like, hey, did you hear that new episode with blah, blah, blah?
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, oh, shit, I really want to see what Kevin Durant had to say.
Yeah, those dorks are signing up, okay? Yeah. Don't get them fucked up.
No, but when do they flip it, right? When do they wall it off?
So this is what they'll do. The first thing they'll do is they'll create a new podcast, Bill Simmons and blah, 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 gambling podcast.
So it's interesting. 4 to 6 months ago, Bill Simmons started doing exclusive hot takes on Spotify that was not available anywhere else.
There you go.
And I'm assuming they saw traction, which accelerated their idea of transacting.
Yeah. But just think about it. I don't know. Anytime you see here's the numbers that would freak me out if I was Apple, but they couldn't give a shit less. Is even though Spotify has less of a space in the podcasting space, they have double the paying subscribers. So now they're making all these acquisitions. All you got to do is promote it better, serve it better. Eventually, you just by sheer numbers alone, you have twice the number of people of Apple Music. And for the record, they're talking about Apple Music. I'm guessing the podcast app, which is that free app, has to be substantially less than Apple Music.
So I wonder if Apple's done the math, because this is true of Netflix. So if you go to the App Store and download Netflix and start subscribing, Apple keeps recurring revenue on that.
I don't think Apple's done shit.
So they're like, go ahead, Spotify, do all the work. Everyone's still downloading your app through the App Store.
Sure.
So we're going to keep our revenue. You go do all the work. We think podcasting is interesting, but it's not a $100 billion industry yet. It's $1 billion industry. So it's not really our focus.
Yeah, I just don't get. I don't. It could be true. I just don't understand how you would not see that this isn't just like a cool app. This is like the future of what radio used to be. Like this is an industry.
Maybe
Right.
Tim Apple's not paying attention.
Tim Apple's too busy trying to figure out what the fuck else he can put on other than the morning show.
Yeah.
Because C ain't it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that Jason Momoa?
Momoa. Yeah. But anyway,
Crickets.
it just seems really, really crazy to me. And either they're going to come out and just slap everyone across the face with some plan, or it's going to be like one of the biggest missed opportunities in media history. Okay, how about this? Let's talk about the fact that Bob Iger says that Conor McGregor's last fight, which was available on ESPN Plus, single-handedly brought in 1 million new subscribers, bumping them up to 7.6 million. So it's not like you have
ESPN Plus.
Yeah. So it's not like you have 50 million and gave you 51.
Yeah.
That's from 6.5 million to 7.6
Which I would argue ESPN Plus is completely useless content.
otherwise.
I mean, what's on ESPN Plus?
I couldn't
They
tell
have
you.
some like regional football games. They have
What level of regional football? Like junior high?
I mean,
I mean, like
I
college
haven't
on
watched it.
TV.
Yeah. I don't know. But 1 million for one fight?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, what this tells me is Conor McGregor is one
very
of the,
valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most valuable human
Yeah.
beings.
I want to see a Conor McGregor Logan Paul.
That will never happen.
Why?
That's stupid.
Why is that
He would,
stupid?
it's a waste of
Absolutely
his time.
Would he?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Are you
honestly,
kidding me?
I think Logan Paul would.
No, Logan Paul.
He looked good in that last
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Logan
he
Paul.
looked good because he battled a YouTuber.
No. Yeah. That would no. Come on.
Conor McGregor looks like
Conor
scrawny and
McGregor
skinny.
actually put up a fight
Do you
against
know how-
Floyd Mayweather, the
Does
best
he?
boxer of all
What?
time. Yes.
I saw Bob Iger last night at the Clipper game. He looks fantastic. He's
Why wouldn't
68.
ya?
He probably looks like he's 50.
Oh,
What's his tan look like?
why wouldn't you?
Olive skinned.
I mean, the guy wakes up at 4 a.m., does the Versa Climber for 45 minutes, goes to a Clipper game. Like, how much sleep did he get last night?
Nothing for 3 hours.
No, but he has like the most premium of IVs into those arms. every
He's
night.
sleeping in a
He's just-
cooled hyperbolic chamber, probably.
Standing,
Yeah.
cheering.
Yeah.
He's sleeping at 24 degrees.
Yeah, whatever the optimal, for a 68-year-old, it's tuned to his body. Okay, well, anyway, Conor McGregor is an absolute monster,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I personally don't think, sorry, any UFC fans, I don't think this is controversial. I don't think he's actually like the best. Like, I think there's a few people in the UFC that would probably stomp him out. His entertainment value is
Right.
so
That's
high.
all that matters. Like, I don't know anything about the UFC, but I actually went to 40 Love to go watch Conor
Yeah.
because I want to see the spectacle.
Yeah, you're right.
He's big biz.
Big biz. Okay, how about this? Let's talk about the fact that we talked about it a week or so ago. Casper freaking mattresses
Yeah.
got through with their IPO.
Yeah.
Not only did they get through with it, they went out, and now the stock has climbed more than 13%. They're on fire. So, not only did they get out, but they're on fire.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very impressed that the stock went up given all the challenges they had getting out. I think the valuation was just under 500 on the IPO. So they're 13% higher. So $700 million. They won. They just have to stay at this level for 6 months. And then they really won because they're going to dump their shares
That
and be
seems hard.
really filthy rich.
That seems hard.
It does seem hard. I agree with
Well,
that.
the
6 months?
executives won't be able to sell their shares. They can sell like 5-10%.
What are you going to say on that earnings call?
Can you guys hold on for 3 more months?
Hey guys, it's us again. Yep, still lighting cash on fire over here. Wonder if you could wait it out another 4 months.
I mean, Peloton did it. Peloton fucking burned to the ground again. They
But did Peloton make 6 months? They haven't made
6 months is February 24th. Don't worry, I'm holding on very tightly.
Wow, and they're taking a dump right now.
So they released earnings as well. They beat on revenue, lost less money, which is still catastrophic, the amount of money they lost. And the stock got pummeled. And we'll see what happens at the lockup expiration, which is it first starts on February 24th, and there's another March 4th date. And I'll be curious to see if insiders sell. My guess is like the founder, CEO, those types of people will hold on. But if you're an employee of Peloton, you better sell all that shit.
So are you hoping that you're thinking that after the lockup it's gonna like dump off a cliff? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if I'm like the senior VP of marketing and I have, call it, 100,000 shares of Peloton, which is right now $2.9 million, and we're anywhere near this price come the lockup expiration date,
You're dumping.
I'm dumping all of it.
Yeah,
and
I
getting
think
fired.
Sure, the senior VP might, but the actual stakeholders can't because then the game's over.
Yeah.
You have to quietly dump it to dumb investors. So you can't do like 100% dump 6 months because then it just literally craters immediately and you want to be able to sell your shares. So the move is basically, 6 months, you sell 5%.
And that doesn't make news?
No, because it won't move the stock.
Yeah, okay.
Travis was pretty aggressive. He dumped a lot of stock really quickly.
He did, but he had the narrative like, I'm not Uber anymore, get me out.
Yeah, Travis Kalanick, he probably wanted it to go to
And he would.
Zero.
Well, the point is, Travis was no longer with the company. He got fired from the company.
So he's okay. So
So
the
public perception is like, he obviously hates them. He's going to sell. No big deal.
or he knows something we don't, like how much it costs to deliver McDonald's.
Yeah.
But what stock? Uber stock is going up.
Uber's on fire.
Uber's on fire.
On man, then what? We lost less money than we thought we'd lose.
Yeah.
Great.
That's it.
That's the new success story.
I think what Uber has figured out is that they're not really good at too many things but driving in America.
For any price.
Yeah, for any price. So they've exited all these shitty businesses all over the world. Delivering food is stupid.
I thought delivering food was the saving grace.
That was what everyone thought was
Yeah.
I thought Uber and McDonald's together were going to save this company.
I mean, my use case for Postmates today versus call it a month ago is now I use Postmates to order for pickup because I don't want to wait, 2.5 hours to get my food.
That's cool.
Cold, wrong.
Yep.
So I'd rather just go pick it up and tell them it's wrong and then change it live.
Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of Postmates fatigue for that reason. Like I've been going to the same restaurants I've been ordering from, and I'm like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
When you're there.
Yeah.
Well, that's just delivery. I think delivery of restaurants has always been subpar. Versus
Domino's
experience.
does a great job.
Yeah, like a lot of
Domino's
places.
is delivery only.
Yeah,
but
they
I'm
do a great
saying-
job.
Great.
Because you have nothing to compare
I've never
it
had
to.
a problem with Domino's. Domino's is
You
really
have one thing to not fuck up, and
Yeah.
you managed to not.
But some things travel better than others.
Sure.
Pizza travels fine. They have the warmers. It's built to travel. You order some shitty sandwich from some place and it's just wet.
We ordered coffee from Earth Cafe this morning at like 6:15 a.m. It was horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, some things are not.
The ice is melted. Come on.
But this is another point about Uber. They're still losing, I think, was it $3 billion they're on pace to this year?
Nothing.
But everyone's incentive.
Josh Allen can cover that. How much is his contract?
A lot.
No, but here's why these stocks aren't going to go down as much as they absolutely should, is because everyone's in on the game to keep it going, right?
Yeah.
The bankers who take these companies public, the funds that invest in them, everyone is incentivized to keep Uber alive, Lyft alive, Peloton alive, because the good times keep rolling. Because If those investments, as long as your investment stays up, you got to raise more money because now you have markups. And this is what people don't focus on, like going after Jeff Bezos and like it's institutionalized corruption.
Yeah. We just want to be a part of it. That's the difference.
Of course.
I'm not trying to shut it down.
But don't go after it. It's so stupid. Like,
Well,
what
the
is
Retail
Jeff
Joe character, you might have to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Because that's not good for.
Hi, I want to be part of corruption in private equity.
Yeah, I bet he does. They're not. If they tune into this, they're not letting you in.
What's corruption mean?
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, like funds are incentivized to keep buying Uber stock because their mark stays.
But Retail Joe is gonna get pummeled.
Am I getting?
It's funny. You know why retail? What Retail Joe got really screwed on, and this is what's sad.
What did I get screwed on?
Okay, so I'll tell you.
I love screwdrivers. We got him on the cruise last week to the Carmel. I don't know, Cozumel.
So Retail Joe, poor fucking guy.
Oh,
End of November. This is probably peak. Uber's done. Lyft's done. Stock was at an all-time low. Stock's up 25%.
Oh.
Retail Joe dumped at the bottom, and
Did
all
I?
the funds.
I thought I was holding on to Lyft.
Jill said dump.
I thought you meant go to the bathroom.
No, so Retail Joe probably sold at the bottom.
Yeah.
All the funds came in, bought the shit out of it, and they were able to keep the stock up. I mean, it was at $30. It's at 40 now in about 45 days.
Yeah. So this is straight up corruption. The problem is it's
33%,
so
It's masked.
so beyond anyone's understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, like, fuck it, break up Facebook.
Right.
Right.
And the thing is, like, if you actually dig in Uber's financials of what they just released, there's nothing indicating that the business was better 3 months ago, but the stock is up 33%.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, we got to get in the Illuminati.
And now Retail Joe saw Uber go up 33%, and all those funds are going to short the shit out of it.
Yeah. And Joe just bought.
I just bought.
Yeah, Joe literally is just full of $900 Tesla stock and loading up on Uber today.
I love that guy, Elon.
Yeah, Elon, great guy.
Yeah.
How about that Cybertruck, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the glass break, though? Did that make you concerned?
That's not very safe for a little retail Timmy in the back.
You know, I want to trade my Tacoma in for a Cybertruck.
You gave the $100 deposit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I shared it on my Facebook.
That's so cool.
But I deposited the money.
Aunt Debbie probably loved it.
Yeah, everyone was so excited that I got the truck.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's basically once you become ultra rich, you're good for life. You just get a compound at multiples.
Oh my God, I love Michelob Ultra.
Have some of that
I thought you meant the concert in Miami.
No. What's that?
Yeah,
Where's
Retail
Miami?
Joe.
Retail Joe doesn't know
Is that
ultra.
in Mexico?
That's where Shakira was doing, the naughty halftime show.
Oh, that looked
You guys have a lawsuit in on that,
yeah,
right?
that's very sexual. We didn't watch that. We took close your eyes.
Yep. Got it.
Fucking pee.
Okay, can we talk about the Oscars?
Yeah.
Because we're the only ones talking about it. Yeah. Those are this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Oscars are this weekend, and it looks like we have some actual, what I would say, factual predictions that have used some math-type algorithm to decide. So we're going to go ahead and tell you who the winners are.
Here we go. The winners are. If this is accurate, I'll be very impressed.
Yep.
1917.
They're the heavy odds favorite.
Best Picture. Best
Nice.
Director. Sam Mendes. 1917.
Okay.
Best Actor. Joaquin Phoenix.
The Joker.
Who is he?
The Joker.
Okay.
Fucking guy didn't eat and wins the Best Actor. Best Actress. Renee Zellweger. Judy. I've never even heard of that. Supporting Actor. Brad Pitt. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
Supporting Actress. Laura Dern. Marriage Story. Original Screenplay. Parasite. Adapted
Yep.
Screenplay.
Thank you.
What is this? Jojo Rabbit.
I like Jojo Rabbit.
The rest doesn't matter.
Parasite, big win. Congratulations to Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Anand, you with me or what?
I'm with you. I thought Parasite was the best movie.
Okay. Well, so those are the predictions. How'd they find those out?
They did some algorithm bullshit. It's fixed. It doesn't matter. They just got it leaked probably.
Okay. Well, there you go. So there you go, guys. I know you weren't going to watch it anyway, but now you don't need to.
Yeah.
We just told you.
I don't think anyone's watching 1917 still.
I think they are. You didn't see that on it?
I haven't yet.
Nobody's seen
That's not on your list?
1917.
It is. I just haven't been to movies.
That year just sounds like a fucking loser year.
What's it about again?
1917.
Hey, speaking of things that you think people aren't doing, but they are doing, apparently, according to Danny, our producer over there, just downstairs, our lead designer was trying really, really hard to get what's it called?
BTS tickets.
BTS tickets at the Rose Bowl and couldn't get them. Sold out.
You know what I told them? I'm like, wait 60 days after the coronavirus hits. That shit's going to be fucking cheap.
Why, you think people are coming from China to watch it?
It's
Could be.
K-pop.
It's in the U.S. They're
Who do you
already
think
here.
listens to K-pop?
Koreans.
You think Koreans?
Yep.
No, it's Chinese people.
Yeah, but they're already here. They're not flying in.
You think they're flying in from Wuhan to catch the Rose Bowl show?
Look at Pete nodding.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe
Pete
it.
knows.
You don't know anything.
I don't know anything. You don't know anything.
Following the leader over here.
I'm not following nobody.
You're like, yep, that's
I'm my
what
own
they
man.
do. Everyone knows.
Them K-poppers.
Those K-poppers.
I know K-poppers.
Anyway, listen, but you know what I didn't hear? Nobody's really caring about those Justin Bieber tickets.
You didn't mention the designer's race when talking about the purchase of the tickets. That makes a big difference.
I don't see race. I don't see color.
You don't?
No, he
well,
looks,
I do.
Looks kind of like Justin Bieber.
No, we did. Yeah, maybe an
Same
Asian.
hair
Maybe
color.
an
You guys
Asian.
watch Seasons by any chance?
What seasons?
Justin Bieber's.
Justin Bieber YouTube show?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
It's really bad.
Is it?
It's the worst.
Really the worst?
It's really
I would-
bad.
If
Pete's
It's all
saying
just
it's
a
bad.
Justin Bieber fluff piece.
So it's not like
It has been 4 episodes in, and nobody said anything bad about the guy.
I've watched them all because I have YouTube Premium or whatever. It is like, it's just like the way Justin deals.
oh, it's not even him.
No, he's in it, of course, but like it's like then an interview with Haley, and she's like, Justin is just the way he eats tacos, just it's so loving. He just loves everyone. And then like, he works so hard, and then Pooh Bear's talking, and then Scooter Braun's like, yeah, whatever, just make me money.
He's like the Uber investor. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. Scooter is the fun guy.
But he's getting like 14, probably 10 million plus per episode.
That's crazy.
No.
Yes, I've been watching the numbers.
Oh, viewers.
Yes, viewers.
I was like, what are you talking about?
No, not money. Jesus.
Okay. You guys ready to do some winners losers content?
Yep.
All right. Who's the biggest winner of the last week, D?
My winner is Jerry Lorenzo.
Wow.
What'd he do?
Jerry Lorenzo announced that he is dropping a collection with Xenia. Do you know what Xenia is?
No.
Okay, Xenia is like a luxury menswear brand based out of Italy. You know, for us, like a Xenia suit was like a big deal, like probably growing up.
Who's us?
I don't know, just like my age group. Like wearing a Xenia suit was like a status thing.
I think it still is.
Yeah, but the problem is the brand got sleepy and no one gave a shit about it probably for the last 5-10 years. And they went and did announce that Jerry Lorenzo, the creator of Fear of God and Essentials with PacSun, is doing a collection with them. And I think that's really where streetwear is going, is that as these kind of like pillars of streetwear, like guys like Jerry and Virgil, as they grow up, their style evolves. Their audience has gotten older. Their audience has money. And now they're going to go develop collections with these like heritage luxury brands. And I think it's a huge win for Xenia. Like no one gives 2 shits about Xenia.
Is it Ermenegildo Xenia?
Yes.
Ah. Cool.
So now they're developing this whole like luxury collection for fall, which will be more like I realistically couldn't pull off wearing most of Fear of God stuff. Essentials I could wear because it's easy to wear.
Yep.
But the Xenia product, that's like my demographic.
You know what, I like that too, because you go ahead and go older, I'll stay younger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
When I go high, you go low.
Yeah, let me keep selling to the 16 to
Yeah.
18s. You go ahead and get the rich
50-year-old.
50-year-olds.
Yeah.
Zingas. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Cool.
my winner.
Well, good for him. Anand.
You know, I have 2.
Okay.
You have to pick one,
You have to pick your
All
favorite.
right. So,
unless it's fast.
yeah, it's fast.
Okay, give it to us.
Donald J. Trump.
Jeez.
Okay, we know why.
We know
I mean,
where
it's
you
just
stand.
obvious. He's just stomping on everyone, got
Yeah.
acquitted, has memes, and he's just making a mockery of this entire presidency, like the institution of presidency, institution of politics, and says, whatever I do does not matter. He was caught mocking the national anthem, the same guy that went after everyone for kneeling,
Yeah.
and nothing he does matters.
Teflon Don.
He was about to sit too.
Yeah.
He wanted to sit.
In that video, I think he sat. I think the video cut.
He
and
kept grabbing the
sat.
chair.
Yeah.
Like, why am I still standing?
Yeah. I am this country.
I am America.
Yeah, he is America.
Wow.
Okay, who's your other one?
Forever.
Other one is just an addition to last week, just the legacy of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
We're almost 2 weeks in, and the celebration of his life, his legacy is just not stopping. They just announced, which rightfully so because of his impact, and they just announced his memorial is going to be at Staples Center 2/24 to honor Gigi and
I
Kobe.
think it's too small.
That's what they originally thought, but I
It's
think
too small. It's gonna be like what tickets are gonna be like people are gonna be like reselling.
But I think it was important
Free.
because that's like Kobe's house.
I know.
Like you do it at the Coliseum, you do it at the Rose Bowl. I mean, sure, you could pack that too, but that's not Kobe.
I know you're right, and I would be jammed on that. But man, imagine the Rose Bowl just filled. Staples is so small.
Yeah. For Kobe.
People are gonna be like all outside.
But I think they should do a parade similar to what they did with Nipsey, where they kind of drive around, kind of
Yeah.
remembering Kobe. Because then you would pack with millions the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you knew Kobe
Yeah,
was
if you knew
driving
the
down
route.
Wilshire and Fairfax.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I'd be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. They need to do that. You want to know what's cool about LA for the people who don't live in LA is like it takes a little time for all the artists and all the everyone to get it together. And now you see all these there's murals on every street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every street is a mural, every sign is a whatever.
It's so
every
crazy.
It's so cool.
It's amazing.
My winner is Nike, for the simple reason that maybe I'm in the wrong here, but I don't really remember seeing Nike doing much like fashion stuff. And they have this thing at New York Fashion Week where whatever it was a
It was like the reveal of the Olympic collection, it looks like.
yeah, and it was Virgil and Drake and Rosalia and like their new.
I like how you
ambush.
dropped the accent. So ethnic of you.
Thank you. I'm
Post
cultured.
Miami
I
halftime
have
show.
global entry.
Rosalia.
I'm a global entry member, guys. And it just looked really cool. And like they have a whole athletic wear line with Virgil, and it just looks sick.
Yeah, it did look good.
So
The
good for
product
them.
looked good.
Good for that little upstart Nike. I'm sure they could use the shout out.
Yeah.
Losers.
My loser is Gail King.
Oh, it's mine.
Oh, nice. I wish I would have thought of that. Well, actually, now I'm glad I did.
Gail King, who is on Good Morning America.
CBS.
She's the biggest loser.
Yeah, she was interviewing Lisa Leslie. She's also the notable best friend of Oprah Winfrey. And she started questioning Lisa Leslie regarding Kobe's sexual assault. And Lisa Leslie obviously kind of backed off and said, like, Kobe's not that type of person. I'm not talking about that right now, and moved on.
And said, like, I've been around him. I've been at the club with him. There's nothing I've seen personally that indicates.
that he's that type
Yeah.
of person.
Yeah.
And so,
And she also said, I've been around other NBA players who are like that.
Yeah.
But
who are
not
those
Kobe.
players is
But
what we
also,
wanna
what
know.
I don't know, the whole issue is like who knows what happened? But like, I went back and read the
Yeah.
reports, and I read it pretty in depth because I was just curious.
Yeah.
Look at you, Sherlock.
Thank you. I'm a reader.
He's a reader.
I'm a big reader. And it's just like, it literally could be anything. There's no way of knowing
No.
that they didn't just have a consensual hookup and the girl freaked out. I mean, that has happened a lot also.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. What I think sucks is, sure, if he's guilty, that's terrible. But like, for everything that he's done since then and for the legacy to be this crazy and then
Yeah.
for people to try to bring that up is just like, you don't even know what happened. If he was convicted, if
Yeah.
if there was crazy evidence, if whatever, I get it, different story. But like,
Yeah, we don't know. And if you want to know the public sentiment, there is a Snoop Dogg video
it's
that I suggest you watch, which is hysterical, where he pretty much attacks Gail King
And Oprah.
and Oprah.
Because they were hobnobbing with Harvey and Epstein.
And she goes like, "Why you do that to Harvey?" And then he dropped a series of
yeah, called her
Yeah.
a dog-faced B word.
yeah.
But
many,
they've been doing that. They've been getting all this backlash because Oprah did helped in the Michael Jackson documentary.
Yeah.
Oprah was going to help, but pulled out last minute on the Russell Simmons thing. But then there's all these photos of them with Harvey, and they don't speak out about any white people. And I get it. I
Yeah.
mean, but then to bring that up in a Kobe thing, what, for numbers? You're doing that for ratings?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't like you.
Fuck you, Gail.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not so sure about Oprah anymore either.
Yeah, I think Oprah's on the same train. Out of here.
Fuck Oprah.
Yeah. Oh, look at B.
On record. There goes my career,
Well,
but
Pete
fuck
will
her.
never make it in Hollywood.
Nope.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't. It's messed up. Anyway. Okay, good loser. Anand, yours is the same?
Yeah.
Okay, mine is, I'm surprised nobody chose this, Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
I'm going to throw them both in because I love Meek. But these guys were beefing on Twitter the other day. Got everyone all fired up. Number one trending topic on Twitter was Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. Hurling insults back and forth. No idea what started or whatever, but Nicki Minaj accused Meek of beating her, beating other women, being a terrible guy. Meek brought up her brother being a convicted rapist. And it's just like, what do you guys think you're accomplishing?
Yeah, it's
You know what I
over.
mean?
Just move on.
Like, do what everyone else does in the world and talk shit to each other on text.
Yes.
Talk shit when you run into each other at One Oak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you tweeting? All you're doing is making both of yourselves look like idiots. Funny enough, they both have songs coming out tonight.
Yeah. Oh, they do.
Yeah. But
Good
like,
timing.
Yeah. But you can tell this was real hate, not marketing.
Okay.
But the point is, like, what do you think you're doing putting that on Twitter? Like, Meek Mill is doing so well. I've seen who he's hanging out with at all these parties. They're all billionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been introduced into this crazy life. He's playing football with Michael Rubin on the field.
During Super Bowl.
During Super Bowl and Robert Kraft. You're hanging out with Jay-Z and you're putting this. You don't think that those type of people see you number one trending on Twitter and wonder what their boy's trending for? And
Yeah,
it's
they're
that.
going to be embarrassed.
Like, stop all of that. And Nicki Minaj is just like, you're bitter and I'm sorry
Yeah.
you're not Cardi B. And you just got to move on.
Yeah, you're rich. Just enjoy your
Just
life.
move on.
But she just wants to stay relevant, which she's not. So
Yeah,
that's,
but you think that is the way? I just think some of these people, the same way we said Trump is driving people crazy, like politics and politicians crazy. I think the internet and meme culture and like all this, like the Logan Pauls of the world are driving like these older celebrities crazy. Like they don't know what to do for relevance, so like they think
Right.
fuckery might be a good business plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you also see that he announced his pregnancy?
Meek Mill is pregnant.
Yeah, but he said
No,
it in the middle of
his
the beef.
Girlfriend, like really, like right in the middle of it, he just goes, "And my girlfriend's pregnant." Like within the
Yeah, he's
tweet.
like, oh, I'm sitting here next to my pregnant girlfriend tweeting about my ex.
Wow.
and that was literally the announcement. Like,
She's like, what are you
who the
doing?
fuck does that?
That's not how Haley and I announced when we had
No.
Dominic.
Really?
I wish you would have. Whenever you do,
How surprising.
Whenever you decide to have another one, can you please do it that way?
Yes.
Fuck you, D. You're always running. You ain't shit. And you're
by the way.
By the way, I'm sitting here next to my pregnant wife beefing. And we're like, whoa. Anyway, okay. Content recommendations, guys.
I have two quick ones.
Okay.
The grand finale of Power is this weekend.
grand finale.
Oh, have they been playing new episodes?
Yeah, we're this is it, bro.
Well, they took like a big hiatus.
Yeah, but it started 3 weeks ago.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's amazing. I watched 3 episodes the last 2 days.
Oh my God. I'm
It
in.
is. Woo!
I'm not coming to dinner tonight.
It's so good. And then Homeland starts February 9th,
Oh yeah.
Sunday night.
Wow.
Homeland's back. Claire Danes' character drives me crazy, but I can't get enough.
You just sounded like a middle-aged housewife. That Claire Danes really drives me up the wall, but I can't get enough of her, damn it.
Claire Danes' Homeland was my content. It's a show I've watched since the beginning. They've had some kind of murky moments where you're like, am I staying on? But
You're staying on.
they pull you back in.
Yeah.
Shockingly, the first season was 2011, which I didn't know until I did some research. Like, that was 9 years ago. I didn't know
I was
Homeland's
gonna
been
say, is it season 15? What are they on?
season 8, but I think they took 1 year off. And I didn't know it was that big a part of our lives, like effectively the decade.
Yeah.
And
It's hot content.
hot content.
Brody.
They maneuvered with the times. So they started with ISIS. Then they
You've never
moved
seen
on.
Homeland?
No.
You know who Brody is?
It's in rap songs. He knows that.
Brody
Brody
from
Jenner?
Homeland?
Brody from Homeland.
Jay-Z.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a
That's what's
stranger in my own land, like Brody from Homeland.
up. Yeah. Same. I get it.
But it's a fantastic show. Dee and I have watched it since 2011. I wish you did too, so you could share this moment with us.
Yeah, it's messed up. I feel kind of left out here a little bit.
It's good. You should binge watch it.
This
It's a
feels
good
like
binge.
Super Bowl.
It is a
all
good
over again.
binge.
Okay, well maybe I'll start it. Probably not. 8 seasons. That's a lot. That's a big hill to climb.
But it's only like 10 episodes a season, I think. 10
When's
to 12.
Billions or any of that come back?
May 3rd.
Summer.
Like how I knew that.
They like their summer show.
You know what else is coming back is Ozark pretty soon, March, I think.
Cricket.
Oh my God.
Ozark's incredible.
You have the worst taste. What was your other thing? Oh, let me tell you this, because you are such a big, what?
Wait, go ahead.
You're such a big Gwyneth Paltrow fan.
Yeah, you watched the Goop Lab on Netflix. You fucking clown.
Listen!
I already knew it. I
Listen.
knew it. I saw that preview. I'm like, fucking drama's gonna watch this
Listen,
clown
my
shit.
girlfriend was talking to one of her friends. She's like, there's this, she's like, there's this crazy episode of the Goop Lab. You guys got to watch it. We turn it on.
It's a sex one.
It's a sex one.
That's the preview I saw.
And there's just crazy vaginas.
Yeah.
Just vaginas. Just regular
And then that's how she made the candle.
vaginas.
Yeah.
And apparently that's where the inspiration for the candle came from. And they're just showing literally like
I'm
on
good.
Netflix.
I'm good.
Grown
That's-
woman. There's a 90-year-old woman's vagina on there. I saw it.
That's too much Goop for me.
I saw it. I saw all the goop.
That's enough Goop.
That's
So
This-
maybe check it out this weekend.
Pete's not a Goop guy.
Jesus.
Listen, Pete.
This podcast just started rated R.
Hey.
He's putting his balls in soy sauce.
Shut up, Pete. The
Those
Pete
are
lab.
two different things,
We should
man.
have the Pete lab where he's like, well, I heard that you have taste buds on your testicles. Okay, mine, because I'm the educated one of the group, is I finally am almost finished with Range by David Epstein.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible
That
book.
Jeffrey's brother?
No, even though the Epstein, it'd be a tough time to be an Epstein right now. We talked about the podcast that he did with Kara Swisher.
Oh yeah.
I think I gave you that book recommendation.
You absolutely did.
Yeah.
And it's very, very good.
What's it about?
It's about why, even though we are taught that it is better to have specialized knowledge and be like Tiger Woods, where you just focus on one thing your whole life, the truth is, according to David Epstein, that the people who succeed, especially in this modern era, are people with more generalized knowledge.
It's basically a counter to the Malcolm Gladwell of 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
It's basically like, no, that's actually not how you become an expert. It's actually acquiring other skills. Basically, the entire education system is flawed, if what you take away.
Yeah, and like they talk about, like everyone loves the story of Tiger Woods playing golf since he was 2 because it's a great story, and there's books about it, and there's parenting books about it, and all this stuff. But there's all of these negative side effects of being that specialized. Even when it comes to like surgeons will like falsely operate on people or falsely diagnose because they're so narrowly focused. They only do one thing. They don't look at things from a more creative standpoint.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you're one of the smart listeners out there like me, that just loves a good old-fashioned weekend education, pick up Range
Okay.
by David Epstein.
Jeffrey's brother.
No relation to Jeffrey.
Okay.
Great guy.
I would have read it if it was Jeffrey Epstein's brother.
So the best takeaway when I heard that podcast is how the society's been ingrained about specialization versus generalization's better. So the saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none, is how we understand it. But the full saying is, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
We've been lied to.
We've been lied to our entire life.
People always ask me, what are you great at? I'm like, I'm a jack of all trades.
So
Master of
imagine if you
none.
read the book, you'd be like, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
That's what I'm going to start. I didn't know the rest of it.
We've been lied to.
Yeah. I used to always say I'm not good at anything.
But here you are, more equipped.
I agree.
And look at and look at you thriving as a
I'm thriving.
podcaster.
I'm David Epstein's model.
Yeah. All of this education has went into making you an incredible podcaster.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Jack of all trades.
Okay, Pete, it's your turn, man.
Pete to jack off of all
Pete's
trades.
Jesus.
We have Pete's random segment of the week. Pete, take the mic.
Hurry up. I gotta
We'll do this
piss.
quick. I was drunk Saturday, thought it'd be a good
Shocker.
idea. Yeah, shocker. I don't have the official Your Boy Pete Instagram name. I have a 0 in mine. So I find the real Your Boy Pete. I say, hey, buddy, I'll pay you $50. Give me the name. He goes, deal, PayPal me. PayPal, boom. He changes it. Find out Instagram needs a 14-day grace period. Boom, he changes it back, takes my money, blocks me.
Oh my
I
God,
love that.
this is good.
Pete really is an idiot.
Now you're out.
I'm out $50 and no name. He
Oh my
blocked me
God.
on everything.
You should just go on his
I'm
LinkedIn
gonna
and say he's
DM
a
him.
child molester.
I'm going to DM him. I'm going to DM him right now and say, give
He's
Pete.
private too. I mean, you can DM him. He DM me back when he's
Just be like, we're gonna fuck you up.
We're gonna
you
yeah.
fuck
private
So,
little
so for all the
bitch.
Cathys out there, go report this guy for child molestation. I want my real username.
Okay. All right. There you have it. Pete's segment of the week. That might be one of the best ones yet. Thank you guys so much. Have an incredible weekend, and we will see you Monday.